Hi guys, so we're going to do our daily energy clearing. My name is Lindsay and I do healings for light workers and twin flames. So if you like more of these types of videos, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so this week's healing was actually very highly requested before we get into the daily energy clearing. So the theme of this one is actually communication with your twin flame. So I called it Twin Flame Communication Energy Clearing. Um, yeah, so it was highly requested. A lot of people were asking about this. So the intention for this week's healing is to allow crystal clear and loving communication with your twin flame on all levels. So it doesn't matter where you are on the journey, we can always use more deeper connection, right? So whether you are in contact or not, this is going to help you. And I split it into two different parts. So first part was working on the spiritual connection and communication. So allowing you to connect more fully with your high self and your twin flame's high self, because that's very important, right? If you want to have that healthy, happy, harmonious relationship in the physical, you want to have a very strong connection in the spiritual, right? Because that's really going to help clear a lot of things up when you are very connected spiritually. So especially when you're connected to your high self, which is like the wise part of you, right? Your soul, your heart, whatever you want to call it, it's all connected. So you work on clearing blocks so that you can connect more fully to yourself, your high self. Doing the same thing for your twin flame. And then we also allow your high self and their high self to work together more in cooperation and harmony. We also clear blocks to allowing you to feel the love and support of your twin flame on the spiritual levels. This is also really important too, because sometimes, you know, when our twin flame might not be available in the physical, at least you can still feel their love. Not at least, like it's very important, but to still be able to feel that love so you don't feel like, you know, sad or lonely. You can really still feel their love. And during that time, again, you know, maybe they're not available again for you in the physical, and that's okay. You just keep working on yourself, healing yourself, and clearing the blocks between the two of you, so that when it's time to connect again, it's going to be a lot deeper, right, and more harmonious, and you'll be able to sustain and be more consistent, right? So we do that. We also clear blocks to receiving guidance and strengthening your intuition. So that's also very, very important. My throat is kind of, I actually caught a cold last week, so I'm still recovering. Clearing blocks to, yeah, receiving the guidance and strengthening your intuition, super important. We help you to clear blocks so you can access all of your gifts and abilities. I mentioned in the healing that sometimes we have like the ability to like visualize, let's say like clairvoyant or clairaudient. Some of them will be a lot stronger than others because we used it more in other lifetimes. So we help to amplify your strengths, and then we also help to clear blocks to the other ones so that, you know, you can be well-rounded, and overall whatever it is that you're meant to do in the world, you can just be open to more of your gifts. It's very helpful. I would say it's really helped me on my journey, the more that I was able to open my intuitive gifts. For example, before I used to only be able to feel and hear was my two strongest ones. Oh, also claircognizant, when you just get downloads. Those are all my ones that were pretty strong, like just naturally. But visualizing was really hard because I had lots of fears and got killed a lot in many lifetimes for being like, you know, being able to see things. So that blocked that part of me. But as I started to clear those past lives over the years, it really opened up, and now I can see a lot more on the spiritual, like clairvoyant. So it's very good. You can open yourself up more. In a safe way. It's important to do it in a safe way and from your heart. So that's why we always do heart healing. It's very important. Okay, then we move to the second part. So we help to strengthen your connection on the spiritual. The second part is the physical communication, which I know everybody wants, or most people want. You're probably watching this video, that means you want it. So the question was, what is blocking you from having crystal clear, loving, honest, authentic connection and communication with your twin flame? So that was kind of like the question and the intention in the mind or in the heart for this healing. So we cleared several blocks to going really deep in allowing more loving communication. So a lot of times we can have lots of fears, like old fears and traumas from this life and other lifetimes of open ourselves back up to love and really deep love. Because if you think about it, like the twin flame, that's kind of like the ultimate love. And if we didn't receive that love from maybe our parents or from old relationships, other relationships in the past, we don't know what that's like to have that deep, deep love and deep connection, right? Or having healthy, healthy communication. Like nobody told us how. Like how would we know? So we help you to open back up to receiving that unconditional love and being able to really know you're worthy and deserving of the love. Because the more that you feel safe, right, to receive that deep love, then you're going to be open. And then also we do it for your twin flame. So your twin flame will be more open to you and they'll be more willing to want to connect with you and communicate, right? So it's all connected. And it's very important. We want to open up the heart more so that you can communicate from the heart everything you want to do from love, and then it will be a lot more better, right? So that's why we work on a lot of heart healing in this session as usual. We also work on clearing, yeah, like I said, lots of fears and blocks, so several layers. I didn't really go into detail in writing it all down because it was a lot. We also work on like fear of the reaching out again, or fear of getting hurt again, fear of being abandoned, fear of being judged, feeling uncomfortable to be vulnerable, fear of opening your heart up, etc. Like lots of that stuff came up, so we worked on that for both of you. We also heal the parts of you that are blocking the deeper levels in communication. So sometimes if we're still holding on to like old hurt, anger, grudges, things like that, not just with your twin, but with other people from the past, it can create like really blocks in the heart, and that's going to prevent you from opening up more, and that's going to also prevent your twin flame from coming towards you more, right, if you have blocks. So a lot of times it might not just be because my twin flame is not available, or my twin flame doesn't know how to communicate, and could also be because you might have blocks that are keeping them from coming to you, right? So let's say if you have parts of you that are really angry, you're going to be pushing them away energetically. So every time they try to come closer to you, whether physically or even just energetically, you could be pushing them away unconsciously without realizing it. You could also be pushing away other people too. So this also goes like if you have a hard time making friends or having healthy relationships, not just with your twin flame, but with other people. And there could be parts of you resisting that. So if we go deep within and heal these things, these wounds, we also work on healing the parts of you that put up the walls and blocks. So a lot of times when we are feeling really hurt or holding on to the trauma, we put walls and blocks around the heart. So energetically, it can look like all sorts of things. I've seen like giant brick walls. I've seen like metal walls. I've seen like these crazy looking shields that are not healthy, healthy boundaries, but like just blocking out everything. You can't even see the person's heart. It's just like a giant egg shell of dark shell. So we work on that and healing and clearing that, and we have to go really deep, right? Sometimes you can't just take the walls down or open the doors. You have to go really deep sometimes and really get to the root as to why you put those walls up, those shields up, and then we can allow you to help bring them down, and then you'll be open and feel safe to be open again. So we did that for both you and your twin flame. What else did we do? Oh yeah, so we clear past life trauma and blocks, as well as vows and curses in relation to communication and being able to really have a healthy, happy, harmonious relationship in the physical. We also clear more past lives where you were hurt or harmed for being together, so being really powerful. Really like speaking your truth. So I saw many different past lifetimes come up, like being like political figures, or being like really big in the, like you're like the top healers in the village, or you're like the queen and the king. Like many different things I saw. So we just cleared them all up. Also, being harmed when you were apart. So times where you were split apart and then you got hurt, because sometimes when well, not sometimes, when we are not with our twin flame, that can really open us up and make us feel really, really vulnerable, right? We have like it's like parts of our hearts just open and in pain. So we work on healing that too. We also clear issues regarding speaking and communication. So just allowing you and your twin flame to feel safe to communicate and safe to hold space for one another. So we also upgrade different parts of you, like inner male, inner female, inner child, and some other things we upgrade so that you can feel really strong within yourself, so you can hold space for yourself too, and also for your twin flame, as that's also important. Like if you are not very stable in your emotions and yourself, it's not gonna be, your twin flame will feel that, and they're not gonna feel safe too, right? Just imagine, like, they want to come to you, but they want to open their heart and they might want to share something, but if they don't know how you're going to react, like if you're the type of person that reacts with fear, you just like emotionally react, just not really thinking it through first, that can cause a lot, especially for men. It can scare them away. So that's why you want to feel really safe and grounded, right? Just have this loving energy, like that goddess energy we talked about last week, and we did some healing on that in last week's session. That's really important, so that they feel safe and you feel safe too, right? It goes both ways. Oh, and also, I didn't write it down, but we also cleared lots of stuff that have to do with feeling guilt and beating yourself up for past like mistakes. So maybe you didn't communicate well in this lifetime or in other lifetimes, or you had arguments and you reacted out of fear, and then that kind of pushed them away. So we cleared that up so you can forgive yourself, so you're not holding on to anger towards yourself too, and then you can move forward and they can come back. Or if you are together, then it'll just create more harmony, right? And then also we clear several issues of self-sabotaging, having a healthy, happy relationship, and lots of heart healing. We go really deep to heal some really deep, painful wounds, because I'm seeing like more and more, like energetically, more and more twin flames, they're coming into union. The energy is really pushing us. The universe is really bringing more and more twin flames into union. But I mean, that's a really great thing. But when that happens, right, more and more twin flames coming together, it's bringing out more and more stuff, the deep, deep, deep layers. So yeah, we're hitting some really deep things, but so good, because it's not just going to benefit you and having a happy union, but also you're going to feel so much better, right? Just think, being free of all this trauma from your childhood or whatever, and no longer allowing the past to affect you and hold you back from having that the life that you are meant to have, a loving life, living from love. Like, that's amazing. So no matter what happens, right, no matter what happens, and just knowing that you're going to feel so good and feeling so much lighter, that's, I think, is the most important. And then the twin flame union is just the icing on the cake, right? Okay, so, and then we do much more. So yeah, if you want to get that session, the link is below in the information box, the description box, I mean, so you can get that. And let's do some healing. So we're going to do healing on this topic on twin flame communication. So if you're open to receiving this healing, you can type in the comments below that you're open to receiving. Also, being open to receiving this healing, you are taking responsibility for yourself and for your emotions. So whatever emotions may come up in this healing, whatever is coming to the surface, being able to take full responsibility for that is very important, because if you don't take responsibility, then it's not going to shift as much. So always taking full responsibility for yourself, for your life, for your well-being, for your healing, your twin flame journey is going to make a big difference. So yeah, just stay in your mind, you're open, and taking responsibility, calling upon God, Source, Universe, angels, and the highest beings of infinite love and infinite light. Allow this healing to go to you, your twin flame, your loved ones, the entire collective, and beyond. There's something better for the highest good and the highest good of all. Okay, so I'm guided today to do a healing on the heart. So your heart, your twin flame's heart, we're just going to send love and really gentle energies so you can feel more safe to open up to one another. Your twin flame, just like every session, like the weekly downloads that we do, the twin flame comes in and they're so happy. So I'm feeling that too, lots of happy twin flame energy coming through. Very happy that you're doing this on behalf of both of them. It's very, very, very a big deal. It's very they're very, very appreciative, and I just feel so much love, so much gratitude. So opening your heart, and gratitude is going to help open your heart up even more, right? When you can be grateful for your life. Grateful for everything that's coming your way is actually in your benefit. It's really, yeah, life-changing when you can open to that awareness. So opening, bringing that awareness in, allowing you to feel more love and connection with your twin flame. I'm feeling some blocks, so just sending love to the blocks. If you're feeling really blocked out, I highly recommend getting this week's healing. It's really going to help because we go deep in the heart healing because I felt lots of blocks coming up, really deep-rooted blocks coming up. And like I said, because we're coming closer, so many twin flames coming closer into union, it's all bringing up the deep stuff. So yeah, I can feel intense at times, but also this is amazing to be able to heal these things, and just knowing we'll be free of it, that's amazing. Like, it's just incredible. So yeah, continuing to send the love and just connecting you both more fully and just bringing in love, compassion, understanding, gratitude. Feels good. And just gonna visualize the two of you hugging each other, holding each other, embracing each other, and just allowing your hearts to melt into each other, like you're melting into each other's arms, holding each other's heart, and just keeping, allowing that loving space for one another to heal. Because our twin flame, your twin flame, actually is helping you to heal so much. No matter what's going on in the physical, on the spiritual, they're helping you so much to heal things. It's like incredible what they do, holding space for you while you can go deep within yourself, right? All this heart healing stuff, you need like a really strong energy to help ground this space. And what better than having like some really powerful masculine energy, or if you're more of the masculine energy, to have a nice beautiful feminine energy, right, to really help you feel safe. It goes both ways, and of course we have both inside of us, and ultimately we want to be balanced within, because the more balanced we are within, then your twin flame connection will be more balanced too, right? So yeah, helping you balance each other out. And it feels so good. And lots of love. And they just want you to know how much they love you, and they're just sending so much love from their heart space. I'm feeling it. It feels good. Spiritual connection, so good. And bringing it all down to the physical. Okay, so you can check in with yourself, see how you're feeling. And if you want, you can share your experiences below. Also, if you've been getting the weekly sessions, or if you've got a one-on-one session with me before and you are open to writing a testimonial, like you experienced some really amazing shifts or transformations and you want to share, I would really appreciate it. You can either comment your testimonial below, or you can always feel free to email me, whatever feels more comfortable for you. I want to put it on my website and also in my future newsletters. Also, if you want to stay anonymous, that's totally fine too. I won't use your full name. I could just use your first name or your initials, whatever you feel comfortable with. So feel free to write, write from your heart and share. And yeah, if you don't want to be public about it, I can just put, your initials or whatever it is that you want to put. Also, yeah, so make sure to get this week's healing if you would like to get it. Again, the link is below. And also, if you want to get a one-on-one session, the information is below as well. So yeah, lots of options. And I wish you so much love and light on your journey. Bye.